We're going to work on yoga poses, and this is gentle yoga poses for keeping your balance and your strength. A few times, if it's once or twice a week, that we get to work on strengthening the lower half of our body. We also try to work on our balance, and sometimes we have good days and sometimes we have bad days. So those 6 poses, I'm going to point them out to you, and 1 or 2 of them are Pilates based. Here it is, our gentle yoga poses for keeping your balance and your strength. So we're going to start with our back and go ahead and come down to the floor. So we're going to start most of the poses here on our back. You're going to bring your feet in front of your hips, grab the back of the legs, and go ahead and roll down. Just kind of roll all the way down. Bring your feet up towards your sit bones. And as you settle into your mat, just tuck the shoulder blades down. And what we'll do here is, let's go into our windshield wipers. So take the arms into a T. Now either you have your palms up or you can rotate your palms down, whatever feels more comfortable for your shoulders. And then just kind of swaying your knees side to side. And as your hips start to relax and loosen up, right, we're going to go a little further in our internal rotation of the knee. Maybe as it drops down, we go a little closer to the mat. We're getting that internal, external rotation. Maybe we add the nice little stretch of the neck. Chin comes to center, and then you drop your head to the other side. Just being really gentle and soft with that neck. Just really small movements starting out. Well, let's do at least 4 more. And we'll do the last one to the left. And now you're going to drop the knees over to the right. And we're going to hold this twist. So now you're going to roll onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest. Very good. And then gently roll side to side. Giving that low back and hips lots of attention and love. Now we're going to come back to the center. Bring your feet wide on the mat. We're going to move into our windshield wiper, but we're just going to go side to side. And what we want to do is just moving back into this little hip joint movement. And then we're going to move over to the left and drop our windshield wiper to the left. You can take another full breath. We're going to hug both knees in. Good, and let's release the hip joints. So SI joints. So bring your hands on your knees. And we'll give them a nice rotation in the ball socket joint of the hips. So we push the knees away, open the knees up, and come back together. So making that circular motion, rolling from the tailbone to the mid-back. Just do 1 more. Then you're going to hug the knees in. We reverse that movement, so the knees open up. You push away, come back together, and hug in. So open, push away, together, and hug in. Once you get that movement, really connect your breath. Just taking those big, deep inhales and long, slow exhale. We could do 1 more.
Okay, so hug the knees back into the chest. And we're going to do a little alternating reach. So we're going to get the upper back and shoulders involved. So send your left leg out across your mat. Now I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can rest the foot down to the floor, or if you want a little more strength, then you're going to lift the leg up. Right? But then what we're going to do is we're going to take the opposite arm and stretch it over the side of the face. So it's left leg, right arm. And then we switch, send the right leg out, holding the left knee into the chest. And now send the left arm up and over. Good. And now bring both knees into your chest. Left leg extends out, hold the right knee in. And now take the right arm up and over. Good, and bring both knees into chest one more time. Sending the right leg out, holding the left knee in. Sending the left arm up and over. Very good, so coming all the way back, feet down to the mat. And let's go ahead and roll to our side. Use your hands to push up. Come into that tabletop. Come up. So building balance and strength, isolating right and left. So the best one that does that in yoga it's called sunbird in yoga, but in Pilates they call it pointer dog. But here we're going to just go with the right leg first and the left arm. So you're going to send the right leg behind you. All right, really pressing back. Yeah. And so this is our second pose for balance and strength. We're going to lift that right leg up and hold. Reach the left arm out. And so finding that balance, finding core strength. This is called sunbird, and this is where we're going to draw the elbow towards the knee. So elbow to knee, and we extend and lift for 8. Elbow to knee, extend and reach for 7. Elbow to knee, here's 6. And 5. Here's 4. And 3. Here's 2. And now last one, we're going to hold. Just reach and hold. Extend through the toes and the fingers. Take a full breath in. And then bring your left hand down. Now, right? And now we're going to kickstand. Not quicksand. Kickstand. You're going to kickstand your left leg back and come into a modified plank. So modified plank is our third pose that we use here in our yoga practice for building balance and strength. So we're balancing on that knee. We're also shoulder over wrist. This is a modified side plank pose. Here it comes when we lift this leg up, working through the hip and the lower body, right? Building this outer strength in the glute. If you wish, you can bring the arm up. And some of you who want more strength, you can go into a traditional side plank. But this is really enough balance and strength here that it does really good for the mind, but also our body, really about the body. So take another full breath. Bring that hand back down. Bring your knees back down. And push into your child's pose one more time. Very good. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. Now we're going to slowly come up. back to our tabletop. So we want to go back to our sunbird. Now we're going to send the left leg behind us. Push through that heel, like really press through the palms of the hands and just slightly push the heel back. Pull the navel to the spine and draw that left leg up. So this is our, balancing table. It draws into our balance and our strength. So we're going to reach the right arm out. Stay very focused here. Now we come into the sunbird where we draw the elbow towards the knee, challenging our balance, right? And then we reach out for 8, tuck in, reach out for 7, keep the belly strong. Here's 6 and 5. Good. 4, 3. Here's 2. And last one. Then we hold. Just pause here. Take a big deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hand and now drop the foot behind you. So it's behind your hip. Now we kickstand and we're going to go to the opposite side of our mat into our modified side plank pose. So here you can keep your hand on your hip, or you can reach that arm up. Very good. Some of you may choose to go to that traditional side plank. Maybe you'll go with both legs, reaching out. Just take another full breath in. And as you exhale, release the hand down. Very good. And then curling the toes under. We're going to come into a down dog. If you don't want to go into down dog, that's fine. You're just going to go ahead and come into a standing position. So we curl the toes under. We push the hips back and all the way up. And let's let go of the neck. The crown of the head drops towards the floor. We can do a little pedaling. So we're really stretching through the back of the calf and the hamstring. And we'll just do a couple more. We won't stay here very long. And then you press both heels down. Then bend both knees. And then we just walk maybe the feet or the hands towards each other. And then pause for a moment, release your arms, slowly rolling up, maybe bringing those hands to your thighs if you wish. Sometimes a flat back is a better position for some of us. And then we're going to go ahead and lift up. So bringing the hands to the heart, let's ground the feet. So spread through the toes, thumbs to the chest. Lifting up through the crown of the head and taking a micro bend in the knees. Close your eyes. And just giving yourself a moment here to readjust. And just feeling that connection to the earth, your foundation of your feet, the strength of your legs and your hips. So every movement we make, every pose we do, we rely on the strength of our lower body. And so here comes our balancing practice. So first we're going to start with a stork pose, which is one of my favorites because it's really the basic pose that we do for balancing. So weight to your right leg and then come onto the toes of the left foot. Pull into that navel, that strength of the core, and start to bring your left knee up. Pausing there. Remember the wall is our friend. So start with the wall, just the fingertips to the wall, and then when you feel like you've got that balance, then take the hand away from the wall. But you can take the arms into a T,
Just take 2 more breaths. And then release the foot down. So if you notice, I kind of went off my mat, is a little thick. So sometimes if you're on carpet, or if you've got a really thick mat, try moving to the floor. So hands to the heart. Let's come to stork on the other side, bringing the weight into the left leg, and just come onto the tippy toes of the right. Keep lifting through the chest, right? Sending that energy up through the head, drawing the belly in, and then picking that right knee up. And then if you feel comfortable here, then go ahead and send those arms out into our stork. Good, 1 more full breath. Very good, so bringing the hands and the feet down. Now we're gonna take this stork and we're gonna move it into tree. But it will be, so it's just a little more challenge for the mind and for the balance, the body. So let's just try it. We're gonna take a deep inhale. As you exhale, weight into this right foot, come onto the toes of the left. First picking the knee up, and then coming into your stork. Now if you want, you take the knee out to the side, and then anchor that foot into the inner thigh, right? And then bring the arm out, maybe a little more into the V. Woohoo, right? Full breath in, slow exhale out. Good, full breath in, and exhale out. Then bring the hands back to namaste, and let's release that foot to the floor. Let's see how we do on the left side. So stork transitioning into tree. So knees are soft. And again, this is our, sorry, I lost count here. This is our 4th or 5th, I forgot, I'm sorry, kind of got off. So let's try it. Let's take our weight into that left foot, come onto the toes of the right. You're gonna pick that right knee up. Stay with the hands to the heart, or take the arms into a T. Then transitioning that knee out, we bring the foot to the inner thigh. And sometimes just holding on to the shin, getting that foot into place, and arms out. Beautiful. Take another full breath, and then bring the hands maybe to a nice V shape. And then hands to namaste. Good. So coming back down to the floor, have a beautiful weekend, and thank you so much again for being here.